Feeling hot, hot, hot? Then a Spicy Spring Soiree is the perfect party for you.
This party's signature cocktail, a Spicy Spring, infuses muddled jalapenos, tequila, and a little agave for a delicious drink with a kick. All the hors d'oeuvres bring the heat. Goat cheese stuffed pepperdoos and fried pickles are muy caliente, and fusilli with spiced pesto is a new spin on an old dish.
We're using red and orange flowers and various peppers to decorate. A Name That Pepper game will tell guests their spicy IQ, and a hot soundtrack will be a party favorite for years to come.
Embrace your inner chili pepper and get ready for a Spicy Spring Soiree. All right, and welcome to our Spicy Spring Soiree. Are you excited?
I am. You know what, Alex found this recipe when she was in Nashville for business recently, and I'm intrigued.
Oh, it was delicious. It's very spicy. It's got a nice little kick to it.
Wait, but before we start, speaking of work,
That's a good point.
the reason there's only two of us, and you'll see just the two of our pretty faces
Whole
today.
lot of us
Whole
this
lot of
episode.
us today. Feel free to click off if you don't want to see the two of us. If we're not your two favorites, here's your option.
You're gonna hate this episode then.
Yeah, but because of work and various other arrangements between the four working moms that we are, it's just the two of us tonight, but we figured we needed to make it go because our viewers need a May party.
No doubt, and I'm sorry, but this is a spicy party. You gotta get a little spice into your life, and we're gonna start it off with a cocktail. This is called the Spicy Spring. We've adapted it from this Nashville cocktail that I had. It was awesome, off the charts. Okay, so first what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a jalapeno and we're gonna muddle it. Now, you will notice that what I did was I took out the ribs and the seeds. Now, you can leave the ribs and the seeds in, but let me just tell you, if you do, your throat is gonna burn later.
Yes, and I'm letting Alexandra cut this up because I wear contacts, and if I touch that and touch my eye later tonight, it ain't gonna be pretty.
Yeah, so be very careful because that little juice will stay right on your fingertips for hours to come. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw these in here, and we have our muddler.
Okie dokie.
Muddle it up, my friend. Oh, I just got a little like inhale of it.
Yeah. But you just chopped it up into big pieces because it's not actually going to go in the drink. It's just the juice of it.
Exactly. So then what you're gonna do, you want to take a good tequila, not a nasty tequila. Do a good one, okay? And we're actually...
Thank us the morning later.
And what we're doing is we're actually just gonna make enough for 2 drinks tonight. So, as I said, what we're gonna use is about 3 ounces of good tequila. How are we doing in there? You muddled-esque?
I think
You want a little
so.
bit more time to muddle?
I don't want to do too much for fear that it will burn going down.
Yeah, and you're gonna strain it so you're not gonna get a big chunk of jalapeno in there. Okay, so we are gonna do, for this one, we're gonna do 3 ounces or 3 shots. In it goes, of good tequila.
Now the sweet, the agave. About 1 ounce of this, and I'm just gonna eyeball this. It's about a tablespoon.
Yeah, you're a smart cookie. I have no worries about it. Now what we're also gonna do is 2 limes. Here you go, squeeze that in. And if you roll it first, it'll loosen all the juices just a tiny little bit.
That's a good lime.
Yeah, it's a good lime.
You might not need all 2.
Really? It's super?
A ton of juice.
Really? You know what, let's do 1.5. How about that?
Perfect.
I like a good citrus.
Yes,
Citrus.
and I like how we adapt on the fly.
We're going off book here, people. You gotta like really kind of stay with us here. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Okay, we're in good shape there. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna fill that puppy up with some ginger ale. Usually
Should I
about
put the ice in first.
Yeah, you know what? Sure. Throw some ice in first to make it nice and cold because there is nothing nastier than warm tequila. Back me up.
Agreed.
It's not good.
No. And we'll put the rest of it in our glasses.
Yeah, I think that's probably enough ice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You want to fill it with the...
I will. Okay, so just pour this in. Now, you notice we're using a cocktail shaker. Now, you want to be very careful when you are mixing this not to shake. You want to roll gently because you want to mix it. But if you shake it, hello, you're going to have ginger ale all over your ceiling. Okay? So just kind of mix it up.
And I would say make sure you go upside down once or twice because that agave is heavy. It's like a honey. So it settles to the bottom very quickly, and you want to make sure you get the sweet factor in there.
All right, I'm going to let you do this. And actually, would you grab me one more jalapeno from over there because we're going to garnish. And I know you and your contacts. So a very small sliver. Now, I personally would like to leave some of the seeds in here, but I'm thinking it's probably still a dicey proposition. Yeah, so I'm gonna take them out.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Perfect pour.
Okay, here you go. There's one for you. And this one has no seeds, so I'm just gonna pop this out.
Okay. Oh, look how cute that is.
Isn't that adorable? Okay. Oh, jalapeno in my eye. That's gonna burn. Okay.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. Okay, Spicy Spring. What do you think?
Delish.
Isn't that really good? And you get the little heat from the jalapeno at the bottom?
You know, but it also gives you, it tastes like a pepper too. Not just like a jalapeno, but like an actual pepper. It tastes, oh, that's delicious.
Oh,
very
yeah,
refreshing. I'm having another one.
And you know, we'll be drinking this all throughout the episode, so you'll have your time to say, here you go. Cheers.
All right, so we are here. Cheers. One more time. Delish.
I'm loving these.
Me too.
On my lips.
I know. We are here at the appetizer segment of your party, and we're going to start off with perhaps the easiest appetizer known to mankind. We're going to start off with stuffed pepperdew peppers. Now,
what's pepperdew?
A pepperdew, I will show you. You can buy them in, if your grocery store has an Olive Bar, they're often located in there, or you can buy a canned pepperdew. It's a little pepper. It's got a little bit of a kick. Not much. It's not like a jalapeno or anything, but they're brined in vinegar, so it's got that acid part of it, which is delicious. They're one of my favorites.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to stuff them with goat cheese, and it could not be simpler. I've got a log of goat cheese right here for Alex.
I take it, I'm going to smush it?
You are. And then we're just going to put a little bit of lemon zest.
Oh.
I find that lemon zest is one of the most underutilized and best flavor supplements to any dish that you can have out there, whether it be pasta or an appetizer. That little bit of the zest that she's putting in adds such punch.
It is. It gets the juice of the lemon.
Yeah, and it really has such flavor. So she's just zesting, zesting one lemon in there. You could also add fresh herbs if you wanted to, but in this case, we're keeping it plain and simple. So she's just putting in the zest of the lemon, and she's going to mush it together. Mush being a technical term. I hope you can follow along with that one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take these pepperdews, which, as I said, come packed in a little bit of brine slash vinegar oil stuff, and they come already ready for stuffing, and we just put a tiny bit in there, and it's just such a great pop of flavor but also of color. It looks so pretty on your plate. So you're just going to add a tiny bit in each pepperdew. You want to shake off some of the excess marinade that they're in.
This is really it.
And that is it. And as I said, at the end, you can put it on the plate.
Oh, we're not cooking them.
No, that's it. And at the end, if you'd like, you can sprinkle them with fresh chives or fresh herbs. It's completely up to you, but it's a sweet little pop of flavor in your mouth. A different way to eat cheese as opposed to your standard cracker and cheese spread, as you might imagine. And it's got a little bit of punch to it, but not too fiery. So even children can eat them if you want the truth.
Well, they won't eat them because it's a pepper.
Well, that's true. It is a vegetable technically, so forget that.
I was in the grocery store today, and I have all the peppers over here, and they're all over the place. And this little 4-year-old boy looks at me, he goes, "You got peppers? I don't like peppers. They're too spicy." I was like, "Then you wouldn't like my party, my friend."
No.
His mom thought it was funny.
And peppers, by the way, is the Bostonian way of pronouncing pepper.
We have a whole lot of peppers today in this party.
Exactly.
It's a pepper patty.
It's a pepper patty. So that's pretty easy. Right. Voila. You keep stuffing a bunch of those. The next thing we're going to do, and these hold a special place in these two sisters' hearts. Quick story. We're on a sales call meeting someone, And we wound up at the wrong restaurant to meet them for lunch, a client of ours.
Because that's how we roll, yeah.
Yeah.
She said the beer garden. I think she meant this one. Do you know that there's one down the road? I did not know that there is one down the road.
But in the process of waiting, we ordered the fried pickles, which we were told were spectacular.
They were.
Oh my goodness. Like to the point where I wanted to turn the car around and go back to that restaurant, which was the wrong restaurant, to get another order. We ate them in the car. How disgusting is that? The two of us. So anyways,
we're classy salespeople. Very classy.
We are. So we're making fried peppers today, but we're fried pickles, but we're not going to fry them. Actually, we're going to do a little lighter and healthier alternative, which is a baked fried pickle. So what we're doing here is buy these in your deli case if you can. That's the best kind to get because you want to get a whole pickle, a dill pickle if you will, and so that you can slice them the way you want. And you're going to slice them in probably about 1/2 inch slices so that they're thick and meaty, because don't forget, we want to get the goodness of this. And once we bake / fry them, there's obviously a ranch dipping sauce as well. So we need them to be able to hold some sort of a sauce on them. So I'm just slicing these pickles up, pretty easy.
By the way, I'm trying so hard not to just...
I know, you're a pickle fanatic.
I am. I really like pickles. You should have seen me when I was pregnant. Oh, pickles everywhere.
Yes. So we slice up the pickles, pretty easy. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have your basic frying batters. So the first one, what I've got in here is I've got 2 eggs, which I've just quickly whisked with a fork, and I'm going to add into that 1/3 cup of flour.
Oh, you put it all in one thing?
Oh no, there's more. Don't worry. We're going to add a dash of hot sauce, because that's how we roll, and it is, in fact, a spicy party.
Any hot sauce will do.
Any hot sauce will do. I found this in your refrigerator. It's called the ghost pepper.
We like spicy here at Studio 27.
A teaspoon of Worcestershire and a teaspoon of garlic powder.
Can I go off book for a moment here? You
Certainly.
Just mentioned Worcestershire. I call it Worcestershire.
I know, I go back and forth.
People say Worcestershire.
No.
I feel like it's just Worcestershire.
It is. You can do either or. Tomato, tomato, pepper, pepper. And a teaspoon of Cajun seasoning. This is my own homemade brand that I make myself, but you can put whatever you'd like that you have in your cupboard.
What do you put in yours?
There's about 8 ingredients. And then I make it in this Tupperware thing and I keep it for a very long time.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't keep it for that long because we use it quite a bit.
You know, I actually made one time the essence of emerald. One time I was making something and it called for it, and so he gives you the recipe online. And I have to say, we used it for a long time. It was really good.
Yeah.
It's very spicy.
It's a great staple. You can add it to pasta, etc. Okay, so what you've got here is this batter that is thick and spicy. And then in my other bowl, I've got some panko, which is...
Panko, the breadcrumb of champions.
Exactly. I don't think I've used real breadcrumbs since I discovered panko.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so now last but not least, what we did here is we we broiled the ovens on broil, and we took a cookie sheet with a baking cooling rack on top of it, sprayed. You want to spray it with some sort of Pam type thing. Very easy. What we do next, we dunk the pickles in the good, awesome, spicy Cajun thing.
Ooh, yum.
Yep. And then we bread them in our panko.
I'm liking the sound of this, I'll tell you right now.
And we put them on our little sheet. If you want to help me out, that would be great.
I would love to.
And then what you're going to do is as my mother would say, run it under the broiler.
We do a lot of running under the broiler around here.
And we run them under the broiler for about 3 minutes for each side. So you're going to have to take them out after 3 minutes and flip them over.
And be extremely careful when you're running something under the broiler, because I swear to God, you walk away for 1 second, you are, well, your food is more than toasted. Let me put it that way.
Exactly. And actually, a step that I kind of omitted here, which is which is often good too, is if you want to dab the pickles, because they are kind of wet. If you want to dab them with a paper towel so that the egg mixture sticks a little bit, that's fine too. Okay. And then when they come out of the broiler, which we will show you in a little bit, there is our ranch dipping sauce.
And it's just ranch dressing?
You can do whatever you want. You can put blue cheese, you put ranch. I prefer ranch.
Okay, sure.
I think it's nice and cooling for a spicy fried / baked pickle.
Okay. All right, so we'll finish these, put them in the broil, and then we'll check it out.
Exactly.
All right. All right.
Okay, so they're out of the oven. That was quick.
Yeah, very easy, very easy.
And we're just gonna stack them up on our little plate and serve them with our mayonnaise-based dipping sauce. And it all comes back to mayonnaise.
You know, I'm gonna eat one, but I'm gonna wait till they've cooled a little bit.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you one bit.
Jesus out of my mouth, but those look so good. I
Don't they?
Cannot wait to eat one.
And they smell delicious too.
Yeah, no, we're gonna be digging into these in a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, now we have kind of another interesting little spicy spin on things. This is a pasta recipe from Gala De Laurentiis. It's actually a really good spicy kind of a twist on a pesto. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with a cup of chopped walnuts. This is an easy one because you just kind of throw everything in the food processor. 2 cups of grated Asiago cheese. Thank you for grating, Jennifer.
You're welcome.
You're a good egg like that, you know that?
I do it again.
Yep, you want a little bit of salt. I'm sorry, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. Yeah, how about that? 2 cloves of garlic, and the beauty of the food processor is you can kind of throw stuff right in and not have to worry about it too much. And another jalapeno, which I took the ribs and seeds out once more. Just kind of chop it up, toss it in. And then what we're gonna do, you just sort of, well, if you can actually figure out how to get this thing on, there we are. Okay, so we are going to, a little loud. That looks pretty good. Let me grab the olive oil. Oh, we'll get that in a moment, don't you worry, young lady. All right, now what we're gonna do is we have mixed about 2 cups of baby spinach and 2 cups of arugula. I know, not the pesto that you're used to eating.
No, not your mama's basil pesto.
No, it's not. And just kind of jam it all in there. I actually have a little bit of extra here, so not to worry. We're going to get this going, and it's actually, here you go. It's going to come down a little bit too. So you throw this in here. Oh, stray leaf. Nobody likes a stray leaf. Oh my God, it's really hard, isn't it? College education, college degree folks, yeah.
Masters.
All right. Now we're gonna do, you wanna try to, sorry about that.
Stop and mix it, basically, because we jammed it too much. We're jammers.
That's so not the way I usually roll, which is shocking to me. So we're just gonna push it down a little bit. And then once it starts kind of grabbing everything, you'll see that once you put the olive oil in, it'll start going down. And we're back. We're gonna give it just one more little zap here. And you will see it all eat up. All right. Now.
Pretty color too.
It's gorgeous, gorgeous, I tell you.
Now this is just pasta that you've boiled and add a little olive oil to so it doesn't stick.
Yes, it is. Here, would you, my friend, do the honors? Tossing it in there. And yes, what we found, I'm sure you found this shocking, is that we jam too much stuff in. So what you want to do is just kind of keep mushing it around and kind of pushing it down. And then before you know it, you're going to be in fantastic shape. And I am actually going to even get you a bigger bowl. Okay, here you go. Let's throw this in here, pour it right in. And what you want to do is you just want to mix this around a little bit.
Oh, it smells delicious.
It is such a nice, spicy spring type of pesto pasta. And what we thought we would do is just put it in these lovely little glasses so that they are perfect for like a little appetizer portion for all of your guests. You want to throw it in here?
Sure.
Okay. And because it smells good and it kind of looks good, I'm going to have myself a little bit of taste. And you'll probably get some green in my teeth later, so nobody say a word. But look at how pretty this is. You have a little fork over there. You want to test it?
Hold on.
All right.
Happy to.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Isn't that great? Can't you taste the jalapeno?
But not too much. It's not overpowering. And the Asiago cheese is delicious.
If you want to put a little extra Asiago on the top, feel free, but quite frankly, you don't even need it.
Delicious. I need another bite. Cheers.
Okay, now lastly, the party atmosphere, which you know I love, love, love. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with some fiery flowers. It's a very easy color theme. Colors of fire, red, orange, yellows, you know, you're kind of getting the whole gist, yeah.
Got it.
You're a bright woman. Okay, so I thought we'd start with some Astromeria. I do this all the time, but they're so inexpensive and they're such a good filler flower. So I've cut them all down to size, so if you can start putting these in the vase. And I always kind of breeze by how I put everything together, so I thought I would show you.
Thank you. Because I cannot replicate it at home.
What I like to do is I take the flowers, like for example, this has like a funky one on it. Take this off. Take off a lot of the greens too, otherwise you're going to have tons of greens in there, and you just sort of cut them down. So there, yes. You know what? I'm going to throw this one in right in the middle.
All right.
You want it nice and full so that everything else will kind of stand up. See, so now you've got this perfect oasis.
Okay.
Now I got some little orangey, corally, yellowy,
small roses.
Spray roses, yep. So if you want to throw those in.
Sure.
And again, here is how it all started out. And you just want to kind of cut it. Now see, this one has a lot of blooms on it. So I'll cut this into a few different ones. Ow, got pricked. So that you can kind of move these around a little bit more like this. And then if you want to start putting in a few of the orangey tulips.
Now, should I cut these down as well?
Yeah, you know, why don't you cut those down a little? They do look a little bit long. And again, here's how the tulips started. Just pull off a lot of these greens and then just do a little snipping away here. I always like to cut them really short. Better short than long, quite frankly, because then what you can just do, if they're too short, then you can kind of just pop them up a little bit.
And these haven't even bloomed yet, so when they do, won't they look spectacular?
Exactly. And remember, the little secret of the tulip is that they keep growing after you cut them.
Oh.
Yes. So remember to always take your flowers out every day or two, change the water, and then you just want to recut the stems and they will last forever. So there you go. How cute is this?
Beautiful.
This nice little fiery explosion of flowers, and we have a few extras to boot. Now what we also wanted to talk to you about was today's invitation. Textile Designs, as they always do, hooked us up, and she told me that the hot colors of the year are red and turquoise. If you will see by my marabou necklace.
Notice.
I didn't know either. Well, see, we teach you a few things here on Gala Girls. So this starts off with feeling hot, hot, hot.
How cute is that?
Exactly. You just open it right up.
And inside?
It says, embrace your inner chili pepper and join us for a spicy spring soiree. So you can go on textiledesigns.com, order these up. They're fantastic. They're
so
really cute. Exactly. Now we have a game, which I love this game. I was putting this together while I was on the Acela back from New York today, and I'm quite sure the woman next to me wanted to know what in God's name I was doing, looking at chili peppers. But this is called Name That Pepper. So, for instance, you're going to hand this out to all of your guests, and so this, you get a picture of the pepper here, otherwise known as a California green chili. Do you know what that one is?
Oh, goodness. I have no idea.
It is an Anaheim pepper.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yep.
Yes.
And so down here, a Hungarian pepper. Those tiny little red ones.
No idea.
Cherry pepper.
Oh, I love cherry peppers.
Maybe it was one of your pepperdoos. I bet actually that is a pepperdew before. No?
Maybe, who knows?
I don't know.
Not sure.
Anyway, to whoever wins the prize, what I thought was a cute idea, I got our Lemon Thyme Farm spicy habanero sauce, and what we did was we made a custom label for it. This is called Shummi's Special Sauce, 40 proof. So this is what the winner of your Name That Pepper game will get as they leave.
And can you bring this to the produce section when you're done? Because frankly, sometimes they don't label them correctly, and I wind up coming home with the wrong pepper.
Well, and when you wind up going through the checkout line, and you know the cashier is 8 years old, and she's like, "What are these peppers?"
Yeah.
You can just take this and you can say, "This is an Anaheim. This is a Hungarian chili pepper," and you know, so on and so forth. So, lastly, we have our soundtrack, and this is a very fun one. It is the Spicy Spring soundtrack, and every song in it has the word hot. If you'd like to throw out a few there.
Oh, we got some Nelly. It's feeling hot in here.
It's feeling very hot in here.
Oh, I love that. Some Like It Hot, Mel Torme, The Silver Fog. How lovely.
It fits. The Velvet Fog.
Velvet Fog, my bad. Hot for Teacher, Van Halen, of course.
And Hot Stuff, Donna Summer. All of it is available for you to download on GreaterBostonGalaGirls.com. So what we do is we encourage you to embrace your inner chili pepper.
Indeed. And invite your friends over to do the same.
Exactly. You mix up some Spicy Spring cocktails, little jalapeno on it. Get ready for the hot stuff that is ready to greet you at the door. And with
Hot fun in the summertime.
In the springtime.
Whatever.
Sure. And with that we say, any excuse for a party. Cheers.